Hello guys, welcome back to Speedlabs, and in this particular video we will try to understand what is actually a trigonometry. Okay, so we will talk about the basics of the mathematics which is required in physics in order to understand it very properly, and that is actually helps us to solve the numericals and basically it gives us the concept clarity. Okay, so that is why this basic mathematics is also very important in order to understand the concepts of physics, because physics is nothing, it is the study of nature but bit a proper measurement. Okay, so for measurement we need mathematics. That is why we are studying this basically measurement. Okay, and in order to understand what is actually the measurement, we need to focus on the basic mathematics. Okay, so today I have came with a topic that is basic trigonometry. Okay, so what is actually a trigonometry? Trigonometry is nothing, it is the branch of mathematics that deals with the angles and the side of triangle. Okay, what is the meaning of triangle? The triangle is a shape which have three sides. Okay, and in trigonometry there is a word that is tri, that is basically related to triangle. Okay, so basically trigonometry is all about the triangles. Okay, so it is the branch of mathematics in which we will deal about the sides and angles of the triangle. Okay, and with the relevant functions of any angle. Okay, so we will talk about mainly the triangles. Okay, so let us further move. Okay, so the first topic is actually the angle. Okay, what is angle? Angle is nothing, as you can see in the figure, there is a two side. Let's say this is particular my A side and this is particular at B side. Okay, and this is my the initial point which is joined by these two ends. So what is actually the angle? Angle is basically like this. This is particular the angle. Okay, it is basically the inclination of basically two sides. Okay, if I have taken these two sides, like this is my two side, this is my O point and this is my, let's say this is OA, and I have taken this particular sides. Okay, this particular side, what is common? This O point is common between these two sides. Okay, so the inclination, or you can say this is basically the inclination, is known as theta. Okay, so basically the inclination between the two lines having a common initial point, like in this figure particular O is the common initial point, is called as angle. Okay, because that is very basic now. So the two lines are called the arms. Basically these two lines are known as arms. These are known as arms. Okay, or you can say also these are the sides, or you can say, okay, these are basically the sides, or you can say also arms of the angle. And the common initial point, this common initial point is known as vertex. This is known as vertex, and this inclination is basically known as angle. Okay, if you need to see something from a particular height, you need to move your head like this. So what you are making, you are just making the angle. Okay, so this inclination is basically defined as angle. Okay, so this is very simple. Okay, now moving further. Okay, so how we can measure angle? Okay, so there are basically two systems of measurement of angle. First is degree and the another one you can say is radian. Okay, so there are basically two systems, one is degree and one is radian. Okay, so one right angle triangle, as you can see, it is particularly a right angle triangle. Okay, this is basically 90, this is basically 90 degree. Okay, so what you can say, you can say one right angle makes how much degree? It makes 90 degree. Okay, and if I have, let's say, two lines, this is one line and this is one other side. Okay, now this, in this particular case, there is an angle that is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so basically the angle is basically the inclination between two sides. So these sides are inclined at 180 degree, and if you make this figure like this, this is your, let's say, A side, this is O, this is B, so this is particularly a 90 degree angle. Okay, so degree is basically the system of measurement of angle. Okay, now we have another conversion also, that is 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, and this 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Remember this, it is the single dash is denoted by, basically denotes minutes, and double dash basically denotes the second. Okay, so this is basically all about the degree. Now what is basically radian? Okay, radian is also another system in which we can measure the angle. Okay, so 180 degree is equal to basically pi radians. It is equal to pi radians. Okay, so how much 90 degree will be equivalent to radian? It will be pi by 2. So basically this is basically the system of measurement of angle. Radian is basically the another system of, basically you can say, in order to measure the angle. Okay, so we have seen the degree and we have seen the radian. Okay, if someone asks you convert this 60 degree in radian, how will you do that? You will just do like this. By unitary method you can do. If pi is equivalent to 180 degree, okay, then 60 degree will be equivalent to how much? Let's say it is x. So what is the value of x? X is equal to pi into 60 divided by 180. Okay, so this will cancel out and this will come 3, and what will be x? X equal to pi by 3. Okay, so this 60 degree is basically equal to pi by 3 radians. That is very easy now. Okay, so this is how you can convert this basically degree into radian. Okay. Okay, now I am just giving you one short trick. If you want to convert degree into radian, so you have to multiply, let's say this is x degree. Okay, you have to multiply it by pi by 180. Okay, so what you will get? You will get the angle in this angle, basically you will get in radian. This angle you will get in radian. Okay, so this particular angle you will get, in radian. This will be in radian. Okay, so if you want to convert this degree into radian, you have to multiply it by pi by 180, and if you want to convert that radian into degree, you have to multiply it by 180 by pi. Okay, so this is the short trick as I have told you. Now moving further. Okay, so what are the trigonometric ratios? Basically trigonometric ratios are the different ratios. First we will come to a triangle. Let's say if we have a triangle like this, ABC is a basically right angle triangle, and this right angle is at B. Okay, so this particular side on which this particular angle has made, this is known as perpendicular. Okay, now this is known as base, this is particularly known as, and this longest side of this triangle is known as hypotenuse. Okay, so if you want to talk about the sine theta, here sine theta is basically known as perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Similarly here cos theta is defined as base upon hypotenuse, and tan theta is defined as perpendicular upon base. Okay, so this is all about this triangle, and there are more trigonometric ratios, like there is a cosec theta also. What is cosec theta? It is the inverse of sine theta. Okay, so 1 upon sine theta is known as cosec theta. Okay, so in order to find cosec theta, we will reverse this. Okay, so what we will get? We will get this hypotenuse upon this perpendicular. So this is all about cosec theta. Okay, so the inverse of this cos theta is known as sec theta, and it will be like 1 by cos theta, and this will be like hypotenuse upon base. Similarly this tan theta has also inverse. The inverse of this tan theta is known as cot theta, and it will be 1 upon tan theta. Okay, what is tan theta? That is perpendicular upon base. So what will be 1 by tan theta? That will be base upon perpendicular. So this is all about the trigonometric ratios, and these ratios are very important in order to understand the basic mathematics. Okay, now moving further. So basically the values of these trigonometric ratios for a specific angle is given in this particular table. You can see what is the value of this. This is basically sine theta. Sine theta at 0 degree is known as 0. Sine of 30 is 1 by 2. Sine of 45 1 by root 2. Sine of 60 root 3 by 2. Sine of 90 is 1. And if you reverse this order, you will get the angle of respective cos theta. Okay, so this will be 1. Cos 0 is 1, basically cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2, and cos 90 is 0. Similarly, you can get tan 0 is 0, tan 30 1 by root 3, tan 45 1, tan 60 is root 3, and tan 90 is not defined. Okay, now similarly, what is cosec 0? That is 2, cosec 45 is basically cosec 30 is basically your 2. Cos 0 is not defined. Okay, now similarly cos 60 is your 2 by root 3, and cosec 90 is your 1. Similarly sec 0 is 1, sec 30 is 2 by root 3, sec 45 root 2, sec 60 is 2, and sec 90 is not defined. Okay, similarly cot 0 is basically not defined, cot 30 is root 3, cot 45 is 1, cot 60 is 1 by root 3, and cot 90 is 0. These is basically the triangle it is the table you need to remember. Okay, this is very important table for basic mathematics. Okay, now moving further, there are basically the trigonometric ratios of certain inclined angle, and you can see the conversion of this. How? If you have, let's say, sine, and in between you are getting this minus theta. Okay, so sine of minus theta is basically minus sine theta. Remember this is the, that is showing this thing. Okay, now what is cos of minus theta? Cos of, let's say if you have, let's say minus 15 degree, so it will be like cos of 15 degree. Okay, so there are various transformation you can see in your whiteboard. Okay, remember this. And sine of 90 minus theta is basically cos theta, tan of minus theta is minus tan theta, tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta, where cos of minus theta, cos theta, cos of 90 minus theta, sin theta, and cot of 90 minus theta is tan theta. Okay, so this is basically the trigonometric transformations you can remember. Okay, these are the very important transformation. Okay, now there are basically three important identities in basically mathematics. Okay, the basic maths we are talking about. Okay, we are not going the further all about the mathematics, but we are just learning the basic of mathematics. So basically there are three trigonometric identities. First is very basic and that is very universal. It is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square theta is basically sec square theta, and 1 plus cot square theta is equal to sec square theta. These are the very basic three identities you need to remember. Now moving further, there are basically formulas you need to remember, that is the sum and differences formulas. Okay, now sine of a plus b is equal to sine a cos b plus cos a sin b. Similarly, if you talk about sine of a minus b, it will be sine a cos b minus cos a sin b. If you talk about cos of a plus b, that will be cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. And if you talk about cos of a minus b, that will be cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Okay, there is a polarity in between these. Okay, if you will take this plus, you have to keep here minus, and if you will take this minus, you have to keep here plus. Okay, so there is a polarity. Okay, you need to remember this. Okay, now similarly, what is tan of a plus b? Tan of a plus b is basically tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b. Similarly, tan of a minus b is tan a minus tan b upon 1 plus tan a tan b. Okay, now similarly, tan of 2 theta equal to 2 upon 1 minus tan square theta. 2 cot 2 theta is equal to cot theta minus sin theta. Okay, and remember here one formula I am adding, sine of 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. Okay, and what is cos 2 theta? Cos 2 theta is equal to basically cos square theta minus sin square theta. Okay, so remember these two formulas, these are also included in this particular thing. So these are very important. Okay, now moving further, okay, let us do one question and we will end this particular topic. Okay, so in right angle triangle, let's say ABC, this is right angle triangle ABC, and this right angle is at B. Okay, so this is your A, this is your B, and this is your C. Okay, now this is particularly 90 degree. Okay, I am making this as 90 degree and this is B. Okay, now AB is given 24. AB is given 24. BC, what is BC? BC is given 7. And what we have given? Okay, we have given nothing. We have to find out the sine A, cos A, sin C, cos C. Okay, now it is a right angle triangle, so we can easily apply the, what we can apply? We can easily apply the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so what is Pythagoras theorem? That is equal to h square is equal to p square plus b square. Okay, so what is here? Hypotenuse 24 square, so 24 square is equal to, what is perpendicular? We don't know, we need to find it. Okay, and what is base? Base is given 7 square. Okay, 7 square. Okay, now we will calculate it. Okay, what is the square of 24? Okay, so what will be 24? 24 into 24 is basically is equal to 576. Okay, and this will goes here and this will be subtract, and this is equal to p square. Okay, now subtract 571 minus 59. What we get? We will get 527 is equal to p square. So what will be our p? P is basically equal to root 527. And what is the value of 5 root 7? What is the value of 5 root 7? Tell me, what is the value of 5 root 7? It is something, it will come like 22, something, it will be 22 point something 9, as you can see 23, approximately 23. So this will be your 23. Okay, now you need to find out sine A. Okay, you need to find out this sine A. Okay, this sine A. So what is sine A? Sine A is basically, what is sine A? Sine A is basically perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay, so what is perpendicular? Perpendicular is this 7. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse 24. Okay, this is your sine A. What is cos A? Cos A is base upon hypotenuse. Okay, so base is this is 23, and what is the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is, as you can see, it is 24. 4. Okay, so this is how you can solve it and just get the value of this particular thing. Okay, I'm just giving you this sin c and cos c as your homework. Okay, so this is all about the basic mathematics. Okay, I hope you have understood it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.